Good evening and welcome to our 156th commencement ceremony. I am Dr. Rita Tolliver-Roberts, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, and will serve as presiding officer. I am pleased to formally recognize the class of 2021. The Peirce College graduating class is 301 members strong, with 31 graduates in our master's programs and 270 graduates in our undergraduate programs on this historic evening. We are very proud of all that you have accomplished. I would also like to recognize the family and friends of our graduating class. Thank you for supporting our graduates all the way to the finish line. The reputation of an institution is built on its quality programs, services, and graduates. The overseers of that quality are the expert faculty, staff, and administration of the college. I extend gratitude to our Peirce community for all that they do to support our students. I'm also pleased to report that many members of this graduating class receive significant support from their employers. The list of organizations is too long to mention individually. However, please refer to the screen. Let's also recognize all of the women and men who serve in our military. Thank you for your service. An institution depends on its board of trustees for guidance and support. Trustee titles and affiliations are listed in the commencement program. Trustees, thank you for your support and ongoing leadership.
Congratulations to the class of 2021. This is such an exciting time, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to let you know how proud I am of each and every one of you. You have shown the world what you can do. You worked hard, even through a year with a global pandemic. You persevered, and you got it done. And today, we're here to celebrate all you have accomplished. I wanted to share a quote from Warren Bennis, who's known as the father of leadership. He said, "Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality." And now with your Peirce education, you are translating your vision to your reality. The new reality that you can lead and that you can create. The future now is up to you. Dream big and get it done. Congratulations again to you all, and best wishes.
The Peirce community remains steadfast and strong, growing leaders in healthcare, human services, criminal justice, technology, and business. To our students and those who are leading, serving, supporting, and uplifting our communities, thank you for your commitment and service. Please join me now in welcoming Peirce College President and CEO, Dr. Mary Ellen Cara.
Class of 2021, greetings and congratulations. We find ourselves again celebrating virtually with you and your loved ones, coming into your homes to confer your degrees and congratulate you. Once again, as I stand here at the college, memories of past commencements from the Kimmel Center flash in my mind as I recall the excitement of the crowd, the collective joy of the candidates and loved ones, the bright lights, and the formal ambience of the theater. I regret that we are not able to celebrate that way tonight, but our collective new normal does not take away from the significance of your achievements or this special moment. Your grit and determination in the face of unprecedented challenges have brought you to this point. You are inspirational, your stories are touching, and your enthusiasm contagious. You have my deep respect and admiration. Thank you for your willingness to celebrate in this virtual way. Peirce College embodies an institutional history that, especially now, adds fitting context to this special night. Founded by an educator to support returning Civil War veterans transitioning during a time of great division and strife in this country, Peirce has been here for over 150 years, throughout tragic low points to common high points in our country's history. Peirce is here in this challenging time to continue our mission to help people transform their lives and create a better future through education. We grieve for the current state of our society. We stand in outrage against the systemic injustices, and we are strengthened in our resolve to be a force in supporting the people and the communities we serve. As such, we are proud to continue to have the designation of being a minority-serving institution and celebrate the diversity of our students. Some interesting facts about the class of 2021. Although most of our graduates are from Philadelphia and the surrounding region, some of you are from California, Florida, Georgia, Louisiana, New York, Ohio, Oklahoma, Texas, and Virginia. The youngest grad is 21. 8 grads are between the ages of 61 to 66 years young. Some of you are beginning your careers, some changing your career paths, and some enhancing your current careers, and some completing the unfinished personal business of earning your credential. What is most common among this class is that all of you have made an investment in yourselves through education. You are all amazing. So tonight, relish your achievement. Take a moment to connect with the virtual energy and experience of this event. To commemorate your achievement, we have provided each of you with an academic medallion, similar to the one I wear as president of Peirce College. Wear it as an official part of your academic regalia and display it as a reminder of this accomplishment. When life gets challenging and uncertain, it may serve as a symbol that you have the grit to achieve your goals. It is my honor to be the president of this great institution and to confer your well-deserved degrees. You are the reason Peirce College exists. My very best wishes to each of you and your loved ones. Stay well and know that we are here for you tonight and always.
Hello, I am Dr. Shannon Begley, Dean of Academic Advising and Registrar, and I am pleased to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening, Renee Bing Yancey, class of 1990. Renee is the Senior Vice President for External Workforce and Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion, Strategies at the American Institute of Architects. In this role, she is dedicated to working with members to expand career pathways into architecture and design, fostering positive firm and practice culture, and inclusive community engagement. Previously, Renee was Chief Operating Officer at Equal Measure, where she led cradle-to-career client engagements and oversaw a team of senior leaders and consultants. She also held a joint appointment with the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, serving as National Program Director for New Connections, a program for public health faculty and researchers. Renee has also held executive leadership posts with the Urban League of Philadelphia in higher education, including as Vice President at Peirce and in philanthropy. As a Philly native, Renee was born and raised in North Philly. Her career spans over 30 years with stops in Washington State, Baltimore, Maryland, and Washington, D.C. Renee is a Peirce alumna, earning an Associate of Science degree in 1990, and now serves as a member of the Peirce College Board of Trustees. She completed her undergraduate studies at Eastern University and earned a Master of Science degree from Drexel University and completed a certificate program at Harvard University's Institute for Education Management. On behalf of the Peirce College Board of Trustees, Renee Bing Yancey was awarded an honorary degree, a doctorate of humane letters, as our 156th keynote speaker. Please join me in congratulating and welcoming Dr. Renee Bing Yancey.
Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021. To the graduates, your families, loved ones, friends, and colleagues. And to the faculty, members of the Board of Trustees, President Caro, and the staff of Peirce College, this is a beautiful day. How sweet this moment must feel. Are you feeling relief, pride, excitement, and perhaps even a little tinge of uncertainty? As a graduate from the class of 1990, it is a proud and humbling moment for me to help you celebrate this important milestone. Personally, I'm bursting with joy for you and humility to serve as your commencement speaker. But today is not about me, it's about each of you. Although we are not together in person to shake hands as fellow Peirce College alumni, please savor every moment of your accomplishments. You deserve it. So come close, wherever you might be tuning in from, your living room, your kitchen, your workplace, or from somewhere else. Over the last year, I've been thinking about something I call life's up moments. The pandemic and sudden lockdown was tough, and it forced me to be reflective, perhaps in ways I had not before. What I experienced was that deep reflection that's nearly impossible to prioritize when we are jumping from one thing to the next. It occurred to me that I have encountered up moments that have influenced my life. First, how many times have you looked up and experienced something positively unexpected? Running into an old acquaintance, saw something inspiring in the sky, checked out an interesting building, or something in the built environment. As you are going about your day, take the time to look up and around. I try to find inspiration in the ordinary and the extraordinary, and that keeps me grounded. So my next example of an up moment comes during those times when you might not know quite which way is up, and you're ready to give up. I've had many of those moments. For me, the decision to pursue my degree at Peirce in my mid-20s while working full-time and juggling full-time study was challenging. I grew up right here in North Philly, and my mother had by then become disabled, and my grandmother was gravely ill. I was moving from day to day, unsure of how I would get through, and undoubtedly, you may have had similar moments. I knew I had to keep going, and with the grace of God, made it through. So here's the deal. Although I was unsure of my purpose, I knew that there was something more for me to do with my life. I just didn't know exactly what. What I know for sure is that each of us has a unique purpose and a set of talents the world needs. We are filled with possibility and passion, even on those days when up may seem down and there's no clear path up out of tough times. My tough times seemed insurmountable and were downright scary. From failed relationships to job changes, layoffs, and family emergencies. I've had many tough times when I wasn't sure which way to go, professionally or personally. On the professional side, I had the confidence that my Peirce education had prepared me well and had provided me with the skills I needed to perform well and prepare me for career growth and to further my academic studies. So graduates, you have persevered through work obligations, the demands of school, family, and community expectations, and you've pivoted through a 100-year global pandemic, along with a growing global, social, and racial reckoning. So when your uncertain times come, here are a few additional ideas that may help you get through those inevitable tough times. First, rise up. Andrew Day sings so beautifully, "Rise up like the day." Rise up and do it all over again. During each new day, I hope you will feel the pull of your purpose rising up from deep within your soul. And just like the sun, rise up. Rise up each morning, even on those days when you don't want to get up. Whether it's from too little sleep, caring for a sleepless baby, an illness, caring for a family member, or worrying about a tough day ahead at the office. Rise up with purpose. And as Admiral McCraven shared during a commencement address, which has now reached over 20 million views on YouTube, make your bed. And know that this small act is one of the first of many accomplishments you'll achieve in the day ahead. So second, remain up on current events. Stay informed. I once heard it said that we have to be interested in order to be interesting. Regardless of whether you work locally, nationally, or globally, your thinking will need to be stretched, and we must each remain informed about issues of supply chains, climate action, technological advances, and how systems work. Third, live up. Remember to always live up to your full measure and potential. And as Vice President Kamala Harris reminds us, dare to dream with ambition and lead with conviction. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. And that's whether your ancestors came here by choice as a new immigrant, or whether they were brought here to the U.S. by force and were enslaved, or if they were original, indigenous to this land. Our ancestors held dreams in their hearts for a better day for their children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and future generations. The lesson here is to never give up on your dreams and the dreams we hold for future generations. So here's our next up moment. Join up. Join up with people who are different from you, people whose lived experiences, neighborhoods, careers, and education don't mirror our own. So why? Because inclusiveness and diversity of thought enriches our lives. The challenges of the world require diverse viewpoints and perspectives and an ability to work together, shoulder to shoulder and heart to heart. And surprisingly, friendship also has an up connection. While you're working hard and making a living and maintaining volunteer and family connections, keep up with your friends. Do your best to stay connected. Sometimes it's as simple as a quick call, a text, a social media post, and yes, an old school card or letter. And that may be all that's necessary. As I shared, when those tough times hit us, it's often our friendships that help to pull us through. We need each other, so please nurture your relationships. Don't let work and life isolate you from nurturing connections. You also never know when your word of encouragement might lift someone else's spirits. So on to my next up moment. leveling up. As entertainer, community leader, mom, wife, and activist, Sierra reminds us, level up. Level up your commitment to lifelong learning. As you level up throughout your career and climb the ladder of success, please keep the rungs of the ladder strong so that others coming behind you may level up as well. For me, mentors and sponsors have played a tremendous role in my career, and I work hard to pay that forward. Next up, stand up. Stand up with the courage of your convictions. Stand up for your rights. Be safe in doing so, and as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. challenged us, remain peaceful and nonviolent. But continue to stand up for what is right and true. Exercise your right to vote. When faced with the choice of being an ally, stand up on someone else's behalf and stand up to injustice. This leads me to my next up moment. Please keep your head up. We've each had time over this last year to practice keeping our heads up, despite the times when we may have been absolutely gripped with the fear and the uncertainty of COVID, sadness, loss, financial uncertainty, along with a range of other feelings. For me, my faith and resilience were tested over this year, and I'm sure you were also tested. It was tough being on lockdown, pivoting to full-time remote work. But Peirce equipped you with the tools, and you persevered. You grew stronger and increased your skills of resiliency, all while keeping your head up. And sometimes, even when our heads are up, we might still fall down. Here's the deal. When we fall down, but we get up, as Donnie McClurkin challenged us, even when the way is not clear. So hold on. You may be asking yourself, did she just say fall down? But I'm a Peirce graduate. What can stop me? Yes, failure sometimes happens, and we must still get up. Some of my most valuable lessons have come from failure. Learn the lesson and try not to let failure stop you from pushing ahead despite our fears. During World War II, Prime Minister Winston Churchill is quoted as saying, "We must never, never, never give up." So if you take nothing away from our brief time together, please remember these words. So let's take this full circle. Identify your up moments. Our up moments will come in so many different forms throughout life. Always remember this. You are Peirce strong, and together we are Peirce proud. Stay connected to this awesome alumni network. Volunteer. Give back. We need you, and future graduates need you. Always bet on your talent. You got this, and we got you. Go with confidence, class of 2021, and seek out your up moments in life's everyday moments. Look up when you don't know which way is up. Live up to your full potential. Join up. Keep your head up. Level up. Stand up. Rise up. Get up when you fall. Never, never, never give up. Never, never give up. Never give up.
Good evening. I am also delighted to introduce our student speaker, Mr. Carl McKenzie, Sr. Carl is graduating this evening with a Bachelor of Science degree in Paralegal Studies and previously earned an Associate's degree in Paralegal Studies from Peirce College in 2018. Carl is a member of the Legal Studies Student Association, a member of Lambda Epsilon Chi Honor Society, and a recipient of Professor Edwin B. Miller Memorial Scholarship. After 33 years of service, Carl retired from the Philadelphia Gas Works as Senior Bankruptcy Representative. He is married to his high school prom date, Cheryl McKenzie, and has two sons, Carl II and Sean. Please welcome Carl McKenzie, Sr.
Good evening, and congratulations to the class of 2021. I am so humbled and truly honored to be your commencement speaker tonight. I am as excited for you, my classmates, as I am for myself, that the journey has come to this point. Notice, I did not reference the end to the journey. We all know, or should know, that every day we are blessed to see a new sunrise. The journey will be a continuous trek, one that we should all embrace and convey our best to make this a better world. Please realize that whether your trek was to work, to class, or a combination of the two, it's a good chance your journey impacted someone. I know many of us have had a class or two together in which we encouraged one another through taxing assignments, group projects, and much more. Even with the challenges of COVID-19 that caused personal and professional disruptions, we prevailed. What a year it's been. We learned to Zoom in and connect with our fellow students and faculty while gaining new technical skills that could also be used outside of the classroom. Now, with a new normal for learning and performing in the workplace, we are prepared for basically anything life has to throw at us. Your achievement tonight is positive proof the graduating class of 2021 could not be taken off track. Peirce College gave us the tools we needed to persevere. I learned through my journey at Peirce College that it is faith, family, faculty, and friends that will propel you to your goals if you embrace them and call on them at the right time and place. I'm urging you to look to your village, your support system, your professors, your advisors, and thank them for all they've done to assist you. We did not come down this path just on our own. All of us have a team that helped us get to this point. I know I'm going to hug my wife, Cheryl, for all the insurmountable sacrifices she's made to see that I excel. As she comes back to Peirce in the fall, I will give her my undying support. I want to thank the entire Peirce College community for being my village and allowing me to bring a small glimmer of the light that shines in me to all of you. Congratulations to each and every one of you who comprises this class of 2021. It is my wish that your journey continues on a pathway that exceeds your goals. Best wishes to you all.
Peirce College is especially privileged to honor members of the graduating class who have distinguished themselves in their chosen fields of study. We will now present the special awards in the order in which they appear in your program, beginning with the Alumni Association Raymond L. Polzer Class of '52 Academic Leadership Award.
Good evening. I am Tracy Thomas, the Assistant Dean of Student Support Services, and I am pleased to present the following awards for students' academic achievements and leadership. The Raymond L. Polzer Alumni Association Academic Leadership Award is presented to Thomas J. Cassidy, Elise Ruth Likens, and Tawana Marie. Congratulations. The Pennsylvania Institute of Certified Public Accountants Award is presented to Angelina Calvano. Congratulations. The Mary W. Walker 33 Center for Academic Excellence Award is presented to Rosaria Leiden. Congratulations. The Accreditation Council for Business Schools and Programs Student Leadership Award is presented to Rhonda Smith. Congratulations. The Margaret Obozian Excellence in Writing Award is presented to Jawarin Hughes. Congratulations. The Patricia A. Rucker Graduate Studies Award for Academic Excellence is presented to Juanita Stokes. Congratulations.
We will now begin the roll call of candidates. I am pleased to report that many students in the class of 2021 have earned academic honors through their hard work and dedication. Academic honors will be read with the candidates' names. Our faculty chairs will conduct the roll call, starting with graduate studies programs, followed by our undergraduate programs.
I am Dr. Adrian Zapala, Professor and Dean of Graduate Studies. I am pleased to call the roll of our Master of Science in Healthcare Administration and our Master of Science in Organizational Leadership and Management candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of candidates for graduation. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Master of Science degree. The Master of Science candidates for Healthcare Administration are Kristen L. George, Lorena M. Majette, Nicole Borowski, Dana S. Pedrick, Kimberly S. Patillo, Angelica A. Tate, Kisa S. Thorpe, Mary Toe, Tam Van Tran. The Master of Science candidates for Organizational Leadership and Management are Sandra L. Alvarez, James A. Ballard, Xavier Buford, Jessica C. Bowers, Randy N. Boyd, Colleen M. Brickle, Dwayne Burton, Makita Bird, Maria Duvivier, Rebecca Echeverria, Maria A. Georgieva, Marilyn Howard Cox, Charmin Deneen Knight, Shanika Norris Wright, Therese Rice, Jennifer Santiago, Jennifer M. Shaw, Angela N. Smith, Kimberly A. Smith, Juanita Stokes, Ebony R. Tucker. Thank you.
Good evening. I am Dr. Kathy Littlefield, Professor and Faculty Chair of Business. I am proud to conduct the roll call of our Accounting, Business Administration, Human Resource Management, Integrated Leadership, Organizational Leadership, Leadership Development, and Customer Service candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of candidates for graduation. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science, Associate in Science degree, or Certificate in Proficiency. The Bachelor of Science candidates for accounting are Angelina Calvano, summa cum laude. Soheep Yi Hun. David Ivan Hunter. Andrew Kamara. Thomas Nardini. Cassandra Ramos. Amina Kelly Smith, cum laude. Yasmin Walker. The Bachelor of Science candidates for Business Administration are Janine Allen Bowens, Katie Marie Austin, magna cum laude. Sierra Pauline Bass. Tyra Denise Boykin. Katerina Breknova, magna cum laude. Danielle E. Bryant. Andrew Bullock. Jeanette Cabrera, cum laude. Crisel Cabrera. Thomas J. Cassidy, summa cum laude. Tennille Corin Daniel. Shayna Dellum. Anthony DeSante. Desiree Hamilton. Antone Holmes. Shakira Johnson. Jillian D. Common. Labrina Liebert. Matthew J. Mastruzzo. Tara McBride, cum laude. Antoinette D. McCall, magna cum laude. Dorian Nicole Redden, magna cum laude. Rhonda M. Michelle Smith, cum laude. Fred Brandon Sutton. Janine D. Taylor. Joanne M. Wagoner. Ashley Wells. Marquis Travis Wilkins. Kim S. Wilson. The Associate in Science candidates for Business Administration are Tiffany Monique Allen. Kyle Baptiste. Tamika Nicole Dixon. Christina Elton, cum laude. Sharon Hayden Bell. Dion S. Jones. Serene Lewis. William J. Mangine, cum laude. Janie L. McFadden. Allie F. McNeil. Lawrence W. Meehan, summa cum laude.
Bonnie Lynn Morris, magna cum laude.
Maria I. Ortiz. Patricia Ann Riley. Laurie A. Robinson. Marisol Torres, cum laude. David W. Tucker, Sr. Alicia Shante Ward. Melchizedek Wells.
Christopher Williams.
The Bachelor of Science candidates for Human Resource Management are Daishia Cummings, Donna Hamilton, cum laude. Kiana M. House. Arkita Hudgens. Hamika Mikkel Parr. Joseph Ramuno, summa cum laude. The candidates for Certificate of Proficiency for Human Resource Management are Bessie Mason, Angelina Poinsett. The Bachelor of Science candidates for Organizational Leadership or Integrated Leadership are Karina Cuomo, cum laude. Lisa DeRusso. Florine Finney. Kayana Fluellen. Frania Dolores Gongora. Akisha M. Gonzalez, cum laude. Anne Marie Johnson. Cherie Patricia Brunson. Dia King, magna cum laude. Rosaria Leiden, summa cum laude. Leanne Menninga, cum laude. Hassan Khalil Mohammed. Richard Ryan Mulder. Leah V. Perkins. Daniel Ramos, summa cum laude. Brian E. Reed. Felicia Marie Sanders. Jamise S. Sanders, magna cum laude. Angelo Santos Phillips. Donshay Speed. Tamika L. Strickland. Theodosia P. Taylor. The candidate for Associate in Science in Leadership Development is Regina Bailey. The candidates for Certificate of Proficiency for Customer Service are Regina Bailey, Jawarin Hughes. The candidate for Certificate of Proficiency for Customer Service Management is Regina Bailey. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Donovan, Faculty Chair and Professor, Health Programs. I'm pleased this evening to call the roll of Healthcare Administration, Health Information Administration, Health Information Technology, and Medical Coding Certificate candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of candidates for graduation. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree, Associate in Science degree, or the Certificate of Proficiency. The Bachelor of Science candidates for Healthcare Administration are
Manal A. Abuali, cum laude. Lauren Bauer. Jennifer Yvette Benitez, summa cum laude.
Yvette Benson, cum laude.
Skylar Camerato. Geraldine Clark.
Letitia Davis, magna cum laude.
Yashira M. Delgado. Kathleen Suzanne Gavin, summa cum laude. Isra Hassan, cum laude. Marquita Jones. Marcita Kaliki. John Kearney, summa cum laude.
Andrea Lawrence. Darnella Lewis.
Shalonda E. Lighton, cum laude. Asaki Lockett. Bonnie Lynn Morris, magna cum laude. Afi Peel. Patrice A. Powers. Latif Rexhepi. Alicia Richberg. Marcella Rucker, cum laude. Laurie Sanderson. Amira Smith, magna cum laude. Janice Sykes. Andrea Taylor. Ashley Walker Hamilton, magna cum laude. Sam Warlow.
The Bachelor of Science candidates for Health Information Administration are
Perpetu Etienne Charles. Terry G. Leach.
the Associate in Science candidates for Health Information Technology are
Cassandra Augustin. Kyra M. Bennett. Jessica Adele Boswell. Stephanie Sierra Broadnax. Angela D. Fuller, cum laude. Darlene Glenn. Gail Griffin. Andrea Hansberry. Eileen Heffron, magna cum laude.
Justin Henry.
Jesse Jacks. Aaliyah K. King. Leanne Parker. Bethany Z. Rivera, magna cum laude. Deneen N. Robinson. Johnny R. Rodriguez. Valerie Rogers. Gina M. Slocum. Tanya Washington.
the candidates for the Certificate of Proficiency for Medical Coding are
Adrian Basta.
Diana Enriquez.
Sarah E. Gallagher. Latoya Hickman. Zanetta Kenner.
Linda Kraft. Aaron Reel. Veronica Reyes. Rachel Solano. Mary Beth Trifoletti. Maria Young.
Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Brian Finnegan, Dean, Information Technology and General Education. I am pleased this evening to call the roll of Information Technology, Technology Management, and Cybersecurity candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of degree candidates. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science, Associate in Science degree, or the Certificate of Proficiency. And the Bachelor of Science candidates for Information Technology are
Daniel Amadio, magna cum laude. Ivan Arroyo Irizarry. David J. Baker.
Philip D. Bean, magna cum laude.
Bilal Hassan Bilal Yusuf, summa cum laude.
Robert C. Blaine. Troy P. Brown.
Sabina Chim. Anthony Cruz. Enoch Elian. Alicia Gamble.
Erica Andrea Lois Griffin, cum laude.
Rick Haynes, magna cum laude.
Jake Donovan Henry.
Kahil Hinton. John Michael Jones, magna cum laude. Tien An T. Lee. Arvin Lee, magna cum laude. Jamal Knock. Prayerna Pathak, magna cum laude. Angela Pavone, cum laude.
Julia Washington.
Walter Wells.
Brandon L. Yaroma.
Monte Young, cum laude. S. Dima Zagadino, summa cum laude.
the Associate in Science candidates for Information Technology are
Craig Ames.
Kamau Brown Conway. Dave Hernandez, cum laude.
Camroche Sadakat, cum laude. Dominique Nicole Soto.
Teresa Stills.
Rufino Watson.
the Bachelor of Science candidates for Technology Management are
Iman Kadouche, magna cum laude.
Nicholas T. Lowe. Jamie Price.
the candidate for Certificate of Proficiency for Cybersecurity is
Michael Kulikov.
will now call the roll of Liberal Studies and General Studies candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of degree candidates. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts or Associate in Arts degree. And the Bachelor of Arts candidates for Liberal Studies are
Cyrita J. Blue, Terrence Brunson, Lucille Antoinette Coleman, Lisa DeMar, Juan Figueroa, cum laude, Li Y Feng, Ramona Guzman, Damian L. Harris, Chad June, Elizabeth A. Lewis, Heather Lux, Tiana Myrie, magna cum laude, Damian Monroe, Kelly A. Prelets, Priscilla Rodriguez, cum laude, Teresa S. Sawyer, Yolanda Scherer, Tamia Sosa, Milel Sullivan Gaillard, Asia Tompkins, Amadou Traore, summa cum laude, Kelly M. Warner, Lamont Anthony Williams.
the Associate in Arts candidates for General Studies are
Adrian C. Holiday Singletary, cum laude, Raina D. Kershaw McLean,
Veronica Elizabeth Sapp, summa cum laude.
Linda Schulz, cum laude, Lance D. Warren.
Thank you.
Good evening. I am Michael Agnello, Faculty Chair and Associate Professor, Legal Studies. I'm delighted to call the roll of Paralegal Studies and Legal Studies in Business candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of degree candidates. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree, Associate in Science degree, or the Post-Bachelor Certificate of Proficiency. The Bachelor of Science candidates for Paralegal Studies are
Mark David Bunner, Patrick Emarua, summa cum laude, Jason Michael Ferguson, Rachel Flanagan, summa cum laude, Wayne Shakir Gibbons, Justice R. Holloway, Elise Likens, summa cum laude. Kathleen McCormick. Carl Edward McKenzie. Gloria L. Murphy, cum laude.
Niket Noel Amir.
Serena Ross. Carlos Sanchez, summa cum laude. Michaela Steinberg. Arnitha Thompson. Brittany Lynn Trujillo.
The Associate in Science candidates for Paralegal Studies are
Jenna G. Caruso. Heather Dunbar, cum laude. Aaliyah L. Amin. Gianni Giovanni. Erica Leonetti. Mary McKeown Stauffenberg, summa cum laude.
Vanessa L. Coward.
Monique Thomas.
The post-bachelor Certificate of Proficiency candidates for Paralegal Studies are
Kelly A. Bellina.
Damian Bianculli.
Jessica M. Brown. Tori M. Williams.
The Bachelor of Science candidate for Legal Studies in Business is Mariana Costa. I will now call the roll of Criminal Justice Studies candidates for graduation. President Caro, I have the honor of recommending to you the following list of degree candidates. These candidates have met all the requirements for the Bachelor of Science or the Associate in Science degree. The Bachelor of Science candidates for Criminal Justice Studies are Shanice Blake.
Luca Burrows, cum laude. Cameron Cotton. Shadell Asia Davis.
Tamika Lynette Davis.
Amber E. Harris. Kalia Holloway.
Jawarren Hughes.
Evangela Jones.
Crystal Malave. Bonita S. Ortiz, Kadria Sharia Hasley, Laura Farrow, Michelle Regobuto, cum laude, Leanna Rollins,
Associate in Science candidates for Criminal Justice Studies are
Danielle L. Daniels, Naima Michelle Humbert, Melody L. Jenkins, Tiffany L. Wheeler,
Antoine Q. Williams,
Jewel C. Williams, Tahira Carter Woods.
Thank you.
As president of Peirce College, I have the honor this evening of conferring degrees on our graduates. Candidates, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and the Board of Trustees of Peirce College, I officially recognize and confer the Master of Science degree, Bachelor of Science degree, Bachelor of Arts degree, Associate in Science degree, Associate in Arts degree, or the Certificate of Proficiency on you as graduates of Peirce College, class of 2021. In recognition of that, you may now move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations. I am very pleased to call upon Mr. Stephen Amster, class of 2016 and president of the Peirce College Alumni Association, to formally induct the class of 2021 into the Alumni Association.
Good evening. I am Stephen Amster, president of the Alumni Association. I am pleased to officially welcome you to the Peirce College Alumni Association. As president of the association, I ask you to stay in touch with the college, and I pledge that we will work to help you keep close ties to each other individually and to the Peirce alumni community as a whole. We also encourage our associate graduates to continue towards your bachelor's degree, and our bachelor's graduates to apply for our master's degree programs, joining the many double and triple graduates of Peirce College. It is indeed an honor to induct each of you as members in good standing in the Peirce College Alumni Association. Congratulations and best of luck in your future endeavors.
On behalf of Dr. Renee Bing Yancey, the trustees, faculty, staff, and administration of Peirce College, I extend congratulations to the class of 2021. These ceremonies have now officially ended. Thank you and good evening.